Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be the Dust Collectors Get Ready With Me. This is a video I do once a month with my friend Verity. She is Red Dirt and Stardust over here on YouTube and as well on Instagram. I will have her social media link down below so that you could check her out. I hope you subscribe to her. And we do a Get Ready With Me where we choose some products that have been getting a little dusty in our collections. They haven't been used for a while, if ever. And for the last couple months, I've been trying to aim for about 5 different products to add to the mix. I've already put some makeup on. We're gonna pick up from where I've left off because everything I have on my face so far is in a project pan and you've seen it a million times. It's crunch time, so I gotta stay focused on a couple things that are almost gone. Oh my gosh. So we've left off with a need for cream blush. I decided to pull in a cream blush this month. By the way, this is technically the final month for this video. Verity and I only decided to do this for 6 months. We started in July and so today is the end of this. However, Verity has reached out to me and said that she is on board to keep this video series going into 2021. I haven't committed to it yet, but I am interested in your feedback about whether or not you'd like to see this series keep going or if you're just over it. Let me know. I'm assuming if you're watching it, you like it. No Get Ready With Me gets as much views as my other videos, but I know that the people who watch it really like it, so I don't mind doing it. It's fun. It's a pain in the butt to edit, but it's fun. For blush, I'm going with a very cool toned look today. Everything is going to be very, very cool. So for blush, I'm going with this Maybelline Master Glaze in the shade Pink Fever. I will admit that this scares me a little bit. It's hot friggin' pink. I think this was, I have a story about this. As I'm looking at it, I'm like, why does this look so tore up? Hazel, there's a Hazel story. So after, I'm just gonna like do that. And then I'm gonna rub it in. So after the shutdown first happened back in March and we started this online remote, way of life that is very commonplace now, but was very scary and weird at first, I had a meeting. So the kids were not in school, they were home with me. We hadn't set up, this was long before they started going back to the babysitter and they were in structured school. So they were just kind of left to do whatever they wanted while I was in my office trying to work. It was not a good scenario for me and I complained about it, but at the same time, I wanted to keep my job. So I would allow my kids to do, I wouldn't allow it, but as a result of me having to be in the office working, my kids were basically roaming the house unsupervised all day long. And there would be times where I would come out to like go pee or grab a snack and Hazel would be like in the fridge and I'd be like, what are you doing? You can't climb into the fridge. And like Ron was like running upstairs and leaving the gate open and then the dog was running upstairs to chase after the cat and I'd have to run out of the meeting and grab the dog and bring it. It was just chaos. It was absolute chaos. I don't know how I or any of us survived that, but it was crazy. And there was one day, it was like one of the first days that we were back to doing meetings and I was in my office having a meeting and Hazel was sitting on the floor in my office. Am I going too far? Should I stop? I'll stop. Hazel was sitting in the office and I could tell she was digging through my makeup drawers. And I thought, well, at least I know where she's at and I could kind of, keep an eye on her so she's not like climbing into the fridge. So she's digging through the drawers and I also knew she was swatching makeup, which I was fine with. I had taught her how to swatch carefully. So she would open an eyeshadow palette and swipe her finger on an eyeshadow and look at it and maybe put it on her hand or on her cheeks. I was fine with all of that, but I let my guard down and I started talking to my coworkers and she took this blush stick right here and painted her whole freaking face with this thing. That's why it looks like this. She was doing this and I don't know if I don't know what happened, but maybe I turned around, maybe she was a little too quiet. I don't know. I turned around and her face was pink. Her whole face was hot pink. And I grabbed her and I put her in my lap and I showed all my my team what was going on behind me while I was in that meeting, and they died. It was like the funniest thing. They thought it was hysterical. I think Hazel was a little embarrassed at that point. Like, she realized that she probably should not have painted her face with a hot pink blush, but it was a funny moment that I don't want to forget. It was really funny. All right, let's move on to a product that's not new. I'm going to set my under eyes with this Hourglass palette that is in my Pan in Every Palette project. I have been obsessed with using this shade right here for setting my under eyes. It's basically completely replaced my Laura Mercier setting powder, and I just use a damp sponge to do it. And so I just go like this and kind of swipe, pick up plenty of product, make sure there's no concealer in the creases, and then I just tap like that. I ate a ton of junk food yesterday and I feel like my face is paying for it today. We decided on Friday, today is Monday, we decided on Friday that I'm going to be hosting Christmas this year. And my kitchen counters were full. My way of cleaning the junk on the kitchen counters is to eat it. So I've been working my way through the gummy bears from Halloween that have been sitting on the counter for 2 months. I basically just ate all of the gummy bears. They were gummy, like gummy brooms and gummy witch hats and gummy cats. It was like this Halloween assortment of gummies that I bought for the kids and they never ate. So I ate them all yesterday because I wanted to clean the counters. Does anybody else do that? I don't think I'm done yet. I think I'm gonna spend the next 4 days eating all the food on my kitchen counters to clean up. Because the cabinets are full, so there's nowhere to put them. If I want the counters to be clean, I need to eat it. Oh boy. Please tell me I'm not the only one that does that. I'm probably the only one that does that. So it all worked out. Well, so far it's all worked out because the kids are at the babysitters today and tomorrow. So as soon as I get done filming this video, I might film another video, but as soon as I'm done filming these videos, I am going to wrap presents because I need to do that. And I haven't been able to because there's been a kid in this house every day for the last 8 months. So I'm really excited for 2 days without kids. All right, I'm going to apply my butter bronzer. This is in a project. I didn't want to stop using it for some reason. I wanted to use this because I think it will go with the look. So, plus there's this little crumb in there that I really want to use up. It's driving me crazy. I am finally pale enough that I definitely feel like this shows up. For most of the year, I just felt like this didn't even show up on me. But now I do. I'm pale. Oh, I think the crumb's gone. Thank goodness. That was driving me nuts. It's probably on the floor. Should we move on to eyeshadow? Let's move on to eyeshadow. Since I'm not 100% sure if this series is going to stop today or if we're going to keep going into the new year, I decided I needed to go out with a bang. And so we're going with the Lila palette. This is the Natasha Denona Lila palette. I bought it about a year ago, and today will be my first time ever using it, ever. I actually have used one of these shades one time. I think it was this one, Per Pure. I think that's it. I think I did use that shade for a look once, but other than that one shade, I don't think I've done anything other than swatch it a few times. And I'm definitely leaning towards this purple or this purple for today. That's where my heart is going. So yeah, very cool toned, very cool purple. I think I'm gonna start with Juno. I'm gonna start with this one for my brow bone highlight and my inner corner highlight. Oh, there's a thing on this mirror making it, oh, ready? Oh yeah. Is that showing up? Are you guys seeing it? I'm not really seeing it. I absolutely loved watching Stephanie pan this palette a couple years ago. It was such a joy to watch her work on this palette, and I'm not gonna lie, her Pan That Palette updates definitely were part of the reason I fell in love with this palette even more than I was already in love with it. I was already in love with it, but watching her pan it and update it made me love it even more. So I was definitely thinking this morning like, oh, I should go back and watch some of her videos, but honestly, I don't have time. Okay, for my crease, there's two choices. This one or this one. I'm leaning towards this warmer one. I think it's warmer. It's lighter. It's called Nude Mauve. So I'm gonna throw Nude Mauve in the crease. Ugh. It's always a shock when I use Natasha Denona shadows. They're so, well, a lot of brands shock me with how pigmented they are. I'm so used to my old shadows that I still love and they're good, but they're just not this pigmented. And when I pull a newer shadow out, it's like, whoa, didn't see that coming. I'm gonna run some of that on my lower lash line too. If you guys know me, you know what I think this palette is missing. It's a light dusty pink eyeshadow for me to throw in my crease. That's what I wish I had in this palette. All right, I think I'm gonna start with this one and maybe throw this on top of it or maybe just leave it alone. I don't know. I have this new brush that I got for my birthday. It is from Stilazzi. It's the large flat shadow brush. I usually just apply these with my fingers, but I'm tempted to see how this does. So let's see. Think I'm gonna end up trying it with my finger in a minute. It's very subdued with the brush. Well, what was that? What was that? All right, I'm gonna go in with my finger and see what it does. I know some of you guys are getting excited for new projects, new year, new inventories. I am trying to curb my enthusiasm so I don't lose it. With me hosting Christmas now, I cannot start working on my inventory or really like spread out the way I'd like to until after Christmas. So that's going to be the week where I do my inventory and really start planning what I know what projects I'm gonna do for 2021, but I have not picked any products yet, other than I'm probably gonna roll a lot of what I don't finish this year into projects for next year. But other than that, I don't know what I'm gonna pick yet, and I'm really excited. And I actually have a lot now. Okay, now I'm gonna go into this one and I'm gonna try and put it on top. I actually have quite a few products that I'm working on that I think I'm going to finish right around December 31st, which never happens. I never have had, I don't remember ever having this many products that I'm close to finishing right at this time of year. So that's really exciting. So I'm just trying to not think about it too much. Otherwise I will lose focus. And instead of cleaning my house, I will be playing with makeup and inventory. So December 26th until January 4th. All right, I feel like I'm making a big mess. What do you guys think? Am I making a big mess? All right, I am going to run some of this very deep cool tone purple on my lower lash line because I just want to see what that's like. And I'm gonna bring it into my outer corner a little. All right, I'm gonna tap a little bit of the shade on my inner corner, and then I think we'll be done with the eyes. It's dramatic as always. Things always get a little crazy when you're playing with Natasha Denona and Pat McGrath. I feel the same way. All right, we're gonna keep moving. I always have faith that once eyeliner and mascara are on, things get better. For blush, I decided to pick a blush that I don't think I've ever used before, and it is probably, no, I've definitely never used it before, and it's probably the coolest pink blush, coolest toned pink blush that I own. It is from Tarte. It is in the shade Flush. And this is what it looks like right there. Very cool toned. Does it look like I was just out in the snow playing? It's gonna be 45 degrees today. There's no snow. And for highlight, I'm going to use another product I've never used before. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Prismatic Amethyst. Always opening these from the wrong side. I don't think I've ever used this before. If I have, it's been a very long time. I just got my hair done on Saturday and I threw it up in this bun like yesterday morning and it hasn't come down since. So I haven't looked at my new hair in such a long time, it feels like. Feels like it's been a while since I've seen it. Curious to know what's gonna happen when I take this ponytail out. I should put this on the inner corner. Let me do that. Okay, I am going to throw on some eyeliner and mascara, and I will be right back and we'll discuss lip products. I'll see you in a second. Okay guys, so mascara and eyeliner are on and the hair has come out of the bun. You never know what you're gonna get when you've had your hair in a bun for like a day and a half. So I am pleasantly surprised, and I was able to kind of put it in place and get it to a point where I think it's all right, at least for this video. But this is the new color. Always nice to have new color. The last thing we need to do for this video is lips, and I'm not gonna lie, the only thing I've been wanting to put on my lips is lip gloss all week long. They're not chapped, it's not bad, but really all I want is lip gloss. And I'm not leaving the house today. Well, I'm not gonna be leaving the house for a long while if I do leave the house. Like I said, I'm gonna be wrapping presents for the next couple of hours. So I pulled 3 different lip glosses out. One looks like it's just a cream formula, and the other 2 look like they have some shimmer to them. This is the Hard Candy Plumping Serum. I got this in a lip kit box around Mother's Day a few years ago at Walmart, and I tried this once or twice. I remember really liking it. And then I have a couple of MAC lip glosses. This is the Ariana Grande lip gloss, and this is a cream sheen glass in the shade Below Freezing. This came in a holiday set a few years ago. What should I do? I don't know. I'm just gonna go with this one, I think. This is the Below Freezing Lip Cream Sheen Glass. I don't know if I've ever really used this. I think I put it on once for an Instagram photo to swatch it, but that's probably the only time this has ever been opened. Still smells like that amazing MAC lip gloss scent. It's very sheer, but it's perfect. This is all I want right now. Sheer, shiny, comfortable. I should totally put this in a project for next year. I would like to pan some more of my lip glosses next year, but I didn't pan the ones I put in projects for this year. All right, guys, this is the finished look. What do you think? Let's talk about this palette really quickly. Do I feel like my eye look was a dream, an easy dream to work with? No, I felt like I had a hard time, and I just, while I was getting my mascara on, I remembered that Natasha Denona very wisely puts codes with her eyeshadows to let you know what they are. This Viola color, the one I initially put all over my lid, is described as metallic. I did not feel like it performed like a metallic at all. I considered it to be like a satin at best. So I don't know, maybe I let this sit in my drawer for too long, but I ended up putting this duochrome on top of it, which helped a little bit, gave this some life, but this alone on my eyelid was not what I was going for. I was going for a metallic, and that's not what I felt like I got. So still love this palette, still love the color story, hoping to get some more use out of this. Maybe I'll put it in pan in every palette down the road. But yeah, that was a little bit, I like the finished look. I always like the finished look, but it wasn't the dream that I was expecting it to be. This blush was the perfect cool tone pink blush to pair with this look. I'm really happy with it. I should use it more often. I'm a little bit scared to pan Tarte blushes. I know it's a job. I know how hard it is. I've seen the struggle, not from me personally, but from watching others do it. And I'm a little scared to pan a Tarte Amazonian clay blush, but this is beautiful. I also think it's a particularly winter shade of blush. I don't know if this is a color I'd reach for in summer or fall, but for winter, I'm having a lot of fun. And maybe Project 10 Uses is the perfect place to put this product for this time of year. This highlighter in Prismatic Amethyst is everything. I love this highlighter. I like it very much. It has that just hint of pinky purple, but it's not obvious or obnoxious. It's very subtle, and that's what I like in a highlighter. I like it to be subtle. I don't want pink on my cheeks or purple. I want it to be like just a hint, just a hint. This cream blush from Maybelline ended up working out quite well. It was easier to apply than I thought it would be. It blended out really nicely, and I'm not as afraid of it as I was a half an hour ago. I'm less afraid of it now, so I'm glad I pulled this in. I should really put it in a project, but I'm currently working on 2 cream blushes, so I think I'm at my fill, but I really want to get my cream blush numbers down over the coming years, and you know, I have way too many cream blushes, so I need to keep working on them. I will keep working on them. I don't know where this will fall in the line of ones that I pan, but I liked how it looked. And finally, this lip gloss is perfection. This is exactly what I wanted for today, and I love the smell. I'm enjoying the smell of it very much. It smells very nice, and it's not sticky. I don't know, maybe this cream sheen glass formula is like the perfect MAC formula, because other lip glosses from MAC, other lip glosses from MAC used to be very sticky and like thick and sticky. And I think this cream sheen glass formula is a winner, so it feels like a really nice high-end lip gloss. It's thick enough that it's there. It's not going anywhere. It's just the perfect consistency is all I can say about this. And this color was just what I needed. It's sheer with a little bit of shimmer. That's all I wanted. All right, guys, that is it for my Dust Collectors Get Ready for this month. Don't forget to check out Verity's channel and see what looks she did. She's a really fun person to watch. I enjoy her videos very much. She's a hoot. And let me know if you're interested in this series continuing in 2021 or if you're over it. And I will make a decision by this time next month if we're going to keep it going or not. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I do hope you consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.